Welcome to IBC 2018. I'm Joe O'Halloran, Editor-in-Chief of Rapid TV News, and I'm here with Dror Gill, CTO of Beamr. Dror, welcome again to our videos.
Thank you very much.
Now, it's been a hugely interesting year for online video. Some key trends and dynamics. What have you been seeing in the market?
We've been seeing, I think, as probably everybody else has been seeing, more and more transition from the traditional broadcast channels and bundles in cable and satellite to over-the-top. Over-the-top bundles are being offered for a much lower price because there's a lower entry barrier when you don't have to build up infrastructure. And a lot of consumers are finding that appealing. And also, those same bundles are available on your computers, on your tablets, on your mobile devices. So another trend we're seeing is more and more mobile consumption of the same content. And this is happening both at home and also on the road. And 4K is becoming stronger. It's not just buying a TV and waiting, hoping that there will be content, but there is content available both on demand and live. Things like the World Cup, Wimbledon, major events being broadcast to millions of users in 4K, and now they realize the quality of 4K, 60 frames per second HDR that they can get in these type of events, and this serves to increase their demand for more and more content at this level across all of their channels.
Now, one other thing this year is seen is large-scale, over-the-top mobile online video services that really haven't delivered the quality that the audience expected. What do you think has gone wrong? Is it too soon to deliver at 100% quality on online video for such large events?
I think that there are a few aspects to this. Really, having a large event with hundreds of thousands or millions of users concurrently connected and being able to deliver consistent quality throughout that event is a real challenge. Because in your video delivery chain, you have various components and various stages that the signal has to go through. And the content provider or service provider does not control all of them. So you can make sure that you have encoders and that you have redundancy there, and that you have redundant CDNs for delivering the capacity that you need to your users. But you don't control the last mile and the delivery through the mobile operators. You don't fully control the devices, and some of them have glitches in their software and their players. So overall, guaranteeing an end-to-end experience that is consistent and high quality is a really big challenge. I think that the big companies, the major players, like Netflix, Amazon, Hulu, and MLBAM, they know how to do it. They've been through a lot of such trials and then commercial broadcasts over the air. Now, as the smaller companies come into this business, they realize the challenges, and I think they use each and every opportunity to improve their services.
Now, as these challenges change and actually get larger, does that mean the demands on you as a company are changing? Are your customers asking you to do more and more? Have they raised the bar in terms of how you're challenged?
Yes, definitely, because part of the challenge in delivering to such a large audience is meeting the bandwidth requirements. And if video occupies, you increase the quality and the resolution, it needs more bits. And the customers are coming to us, especially for our content adaptive technology, to reduce the number of bits so that their video can fit back into the constrained pipes that consumers have at their home and especially in their mobile devices. So we're seeing a lot of demand for lowering the bit rate of the video streams. As you get higher resolution and as you get a larger number of subscribers, you get an overall total budget of video bits which is much larger, and we help them reduce that through reducing the bitrate of H.264 streams by optimizing them with our content adaptive technology, but also by migrating to the HEVC standard, which in itself is a 50% reduction in bitrate. So our customers are realizing that by moving to HEVC, they can get much better throughput, higher quality, and less issues.
So you mentioned the products and services, Dror. What do you have here at IBC?
So what we're demonstrating here at IBC for the first time, and we think it's really an industry-leading solution, is the ability to transcode live up to 10 layers of ABR on a single Intel 6154 server. This server has 36 physical cores, 72 threads at 3 gigahertz, and on this server we can do 4K P60 and 1080 P60, 720, 480, etc. A full ABR set from a single server. And this is very important because if you can do it on a single server, it means that the raw video doesn't have to be carried over to a second server and overload your network. So we think as more and more customers migrate to HEVC in 2019, this will be a really valuable solution for them in terms of high density and, as you can see, also very high quality video being delivered in live broadcast.
Are you articulating the message in terms of return on investment? I just say there's great benefits from HEVC intrinsically. Is this helping with monetization? Has it become an even more key issue?
Yes, definitely. I mean, HEVC last year, there weren't much deployments because the devices were not there. But today, you have iPhones supporting HEVC from iPhone 6 and up. You have all the iPads, the Macs, PCs, Android devices like the latest Samsung phones and the tablets. All of them support HEVC. We estimate that today there are about 2 billion devices capable of supporting HEVC. And this, of course, includes all of the 4K TVs that are sold anywhere in the world in the past 2 years. So HEVC in the client side is there. It is ready. On the server side, we can do the encoding very efficiently and in very high quality. So we believe now it is time for the service providers to migrate to HEVC. Of course, they will still need to support AVC because a lot of their existing user base still has AVC devices, but they can bring the benefit to 30, 40, 50% of the users of HEVC compression because it's half the bit rate, so they can get higher quality and less buffering. So it's really obvious to us that they will see an immediate return on investment when they go to HEVC transmission to their users.
So you mentioned there the users and their demands, Dror. So going forward and wrapping up, what are the different challenges you think the users are going to come to you with over the next 12 months?
So I think the broadcast that happened in 2018, the World Cup and the Wimbledon and other sports matches, which reached millions of users with very high quality, 4K, 60 frames per second with HDR. This created a strong appetite for users to get more and more of this content. So they can see this event and then it's over, and then for a few weeks or months, they have nothing to watch on their 4K HDR TVs that they just bought. So, of course, they continue to watch SD and HD content, but they can easily see that it's not the same quality of experience. And they want to have that quality of experience with more compelling content. So they will put pressure on the service providers and content providers to broadcast more events in 4K P60 HDR, to give them more VOD content at that level, and also to launch dedicated channels so you have 24/7 broadcast in this quality that you can really enjoy once you bought those TVs. And these service providers, in turn, will come to us and we will help them, we will enable them with the technology for broadcasting HEVC 4K P60 and also all of the lower layers to mobile devices, because now mobile devices can also support HDR. And we're going to do this very efficiently and at high quality. So I think one of the main challenges we will have moving forward is being able to support all of those customers across the globe.
And manage the high expectations.
Yeah, that's right.
Dror, thank you very much. And thank you for watching.
Thank you.